beer hall putsch was a failed takeover of the government in Bavaria, aka southern Germany. Hitler's imprisonment is how he came to fame. There he wrote the infamous Mein Kampf that posited a Jewish conspiracy to gain world leadership. Hitler's time in World War I is thought to be what inspired him to save Germany. When Hitler was temporarily blinded by mustard gas during a British attack in Belgium in 1918, he had a sort of revelation. According to comrade Hans Mend, Hitler felt strongly that Germany's inability to win was their lack of loyalty for the cause, and their demoralization caused them to be weak. Hitler had said that in spite of our big guns, victory would be denied us, for the invisible foes of the German people were a greater danger than the biggest cannon of the enemy. At the end of World War I, the Treaty of Versailles was viewed unfavorably by Hitler and Germany as it took concessions and reparations from them. After returning to Munich in 1919, Hitler joined the German Workers' Party. There he met Dietrich Eckart, who became Hitler's companion and fellow anti-Semitic mentor. By 1921, he was a speaker at Bavarian beer halls. Here, the people would meet and discussion would lead their party. There was much drinking and socializing. To them, this was a normal occurrence. The German Workers' Party then changed into the National German Socialist Workers' Party, or the Nazi Party. Hitler was elected their leader in July 1921. Hitler, inspired by Mussolini's 1922 march into Rome, deviously devised a plan to seize the Bavarian state government and eventually the Weimar Republic. There, the goal was to kidnap Gustav von Kahr, the state commissioner, and 2 others. Hitler had initially called upon von Kahr to lead the march on Berlin, but he later backed out. Hitler was then prompted to use World War I general Erich Ludendorff to lead a march in Berlin. Hitler had heard that von Kahr was scheduled to address a large crowd in Burger Braukeller, one of the biggest beer halls in Munich. On November 8, 1923, Hitler took hundreds of his followers and surrounded the hall that evening. Hitler and 20 other Nazi associates stormed the hall, and Hitler fired a shot into the ceiling shouting, "National Revolution!" Von Kahr escaped to a back room, and when Ludendorff arrived, he convinced the 3 Bavarian leaders to give in to Hitler's demand for the march on Berlin. When Hitler left, he had expected his followers to continue to seize Munich. However, they were shut down by military troops. Ludendorff attempted to lead 300 supporters toward the Bavarian Defense Ministry, but they were also shut down by the police forces. 4 officers and 16 Nazis were killed in the scuffle. Hitler ended up dislocating his shoulder in the process. Hitler traveled to his friend's house, where he was arrested on November 11, 1923. While he was in jail, his popularity increased, and he only served half a year of his sentence when he was pardoned in 1924. The consequences of the beer hall putsch were drastic. The country was torn between Hitler and Ludendorff. Hitler realized violence was not the only way to gain control and could be used to manipulate the political system. The Nazi Party gained recognition from the incident, and the marches became an annual event.